see that New Zealand wanted to bat first, because I think on this pitch it is very, very difficult to defend here at the Oval. It's going to get a little bit darker later on, and the lights coming on, it's just going to come on a little bit more, so it will be very difficult to defend.
Of course, this is the first time we see the Oval in this tournament, so let's find out more about these conditions. Ian Smith is with Ebony Rainford-Brent.
The Oval, one of the great cricket grounds in the world, has seen of many, many key matches, and hadn't this one become key all of a sudden in the World Cup? In terms of the conditions, it's great. Well, temperatures are still pretty warm around London. We're looking around 30 degrees. There is a hint of a breeze coming across the ground, but I don't think it'll have much effect on anything. In terms of the dimensions, well, we're heading down towards the Vauxhall end. We are looking at a boundary of around 71 metres, just over 60 metres square, and down behind me 55, 56 metres as well. So if there's any pace in this pitch, you might be able to use those and access those. Is there any pace in this pitch? Well, I've come to Ebony Rainford-Brent, who has scored 150 not out plus on this very pitch. Did it look like this?
This looks good, I have to be honest. Look, the traditional Oval wicket is like batting on cement almost. The ball comes on so nicely and it just carries through so nicely. I'm surprised New Zealand chose to bat first. That green tinge that we can see means for the bowlers, you're just the only bit of assistance is going to be a bit more carry, a bit more pace, and that sort of stump height is going to be really difficult to face. So I expect the bowlers to come out with some bouncers and maybe a few slow balls.
What will New Zealand need, do you reckon, very quickly?
I think they need to get 170, 180 minimum.
170, 180 says Ebony. Right, let's see if they can do that. They are batting first. Right, key match, a really key match. Let's head inside both camps and get the feeling.
Really pleased with how we played against the West Indies. The way we went about it, particularly as a batting unit, was brilliant. Obviously, job one is to make it out of the group stages and make it to the semi-finals, and yeah, we've obviously managed to do that.
In World Cups, every game's got something on it, and that's the difference when you come to these World Cup events, is the pressure just gets ramped up, and I thought we
Venue here, the Oval, a great crowd building nicely. New Zealand will be seeing them with bat in hand first, but we sent Katie Martin earlier inside the England camp to talk to a player who knows all too well what it's like to play at the Oval.
Sophia, I have to ask about this ground. Apparently it's a sellout today. It's your home ground as well, and England have never lost here. What is it about the Oval?
Yeah, I just absolutely love the Oval. I think weekend game, night game, the atmosphere is just unmatched, and obviously being a London girl myself, it's nice to be at home.
Talk me through that innings in the last game. You've come into this team after the injury of Nat Sciver-Brunt. Been a challenging period for you, but what an outstanding knock. Talk us through that.
Yeah, it's been a tough start to the comp for me, but it was just really nice to contribute to the team, and I think the main thing is England winning, and it's just been really nice that we've had 4 from 4, and to contribute to that has been great as well.
Okay, mate, this New Zealand side know that it's a must-win for them. What's the challenges that they present?
Yeah, I think they've got obviously some really world-class players, obviously reigning champs as well, and going to come out hard and put us under pressure. So I think it's going to be a great game, and yeah, a big night for everyone tonight.
All the best tonight.
Thank you very much.
We have a wonderful series running through this ICC Women's T20 World Cup called Catch the Spirit, and tonight it's Jess Kerr's turn.
When I was younger, I was probably maybe 7, and I started playing cricket, and yeah, I guess my earliest memories are playing cricket with family. My dad and mum and granddad all played, and lots of cousins, so there was always a bit of backyard cricket being had. I didn't love it straight away. Probably grew out of love for it during high school, and then for me it was my main sport was running, and it took an injury to sort of lead me back to cricket, and yeah, I'm very grateful for the opportunities that we had. It's a real honour to just represent your country, I guess, and now I do genuinely love cricket. That's changed since high school. I think my dad's probably been the greatest influence in terms of my cricket, and he's thrown a number of balls, and there's been many phone calls had and conversations around cricket, and he's just a huge support, as well as the rest of the family. I guess not to take things for granted. It's such a short time period that you do this for, and so trying to enjoy as many moments as possible. The reason as to why you're doing it, and hopefully it's because you want to. First and foremost, not for someone else. That can always be part of the motivation, but at the end of the day, you're the one doing the work, going out there. So, yeah, have some fun with it and enjoy the journey.
She's a real inspiration, Jess Kerr. Isha and Katie still alongside me. Now, Marty, you and I were both very interested in that game before we got here. But it's a big game in particular for Sophie Devine, and how she will potentially go with bat in hand against the spinners in particular.
Yeah, look, Sophie's a big match player. We don't know if it's her last game or not. We'll see by the end of this in a few hours' time. But when I think about New Zealand and their struggles against England, it's been how they go about the spin bowlers. And Sophie Devine and her battle with Sophie Ecclestone is something I'm looking forward to. And for her, if you look at that, against her strike rate of 171 against that left arm ortho, you throw in a Lindsay Smith. The rest of them, you say, New Zealand, how can you help out Sophie Devine? You think in the World Cup games in 24 when New Zealand won, she was in that position near the end to dominate. So New Zealand, as a batting unit, have to be better against the spin, especially the left arm ortho Ish, which has been a little bit of an Achilles heel for the Kiwis.
Yeah, I'm stood in between two very giddy Kiwis.
It's tough for you here, girl. It's tough.
She's living and breathing every single moment. She just said to me she's very nervous. If New Zealand are going to get up to 180, then it's got to be down to Sophie Devine. She has to score the bulk of the runs. We know she can go for the boundaries. She can go for the big sixes here at the Oval. They have to get 180 because this is a very difficult place to defend.
Look, it might be a difficult place, but there's so much on the line, not just for Sophie Devine, Susie Bates, Leah Tahuhu. It could all be their last international match, which would be sad to see, but you hope it's not. But if we have a look at the Achilles heels that we're mentioning there and people to watch out for on the other side, Sophie Ecclestone is starting to take wickets again, and that is a concern, Katie Martin.
Yeah, she's been outstanding. The one thing with Ecclestone is she's always bringing the stumps into play. She's so accurate in the way she goes about, and I think the partnership bowling from the spinners, Ish, is what is so successful for England.
I think they've been taking wickets in the power play as well, which means she can come in and just settle into a line and length. I think that competition for places has also made it a bit more competitive within the group. She has improved massively in the last 6 months. We know how high quality a bowler she is, but she's really stepping up in this World Cup. She's attacking the stumps, she's bowling good lengths, and she's taking wickets, which is really, really crucial to have their #1 Premier spinner back on song.
Okay, so high pressure moments. Cometh the hour, cometh the woman. Mealy Kerr. Now, there's a lot going on for this young lady. This is her first ICC tournament as captain. She's moved herself up the top of the order. There's a lot of pressure on her. How's her batting? Obviously, what we're going to see first. How's she going to go out here?
Well, she's someone that's very good against spin, and I think she's a really good matchup against the left-armers and Charlie Doon, who's been bowling the power play as well. When I think about clutch players, Mealy Kerr comes to mind for me, and player of the World Cup final in 24, and she's someone that has taken on probably the disappointment around how that team has gone. And when I think about that Scotland game where she was able to bring herself on and she was able to pick up key wickets in that particular over, you knew that was always going to be the important moment. So for me, yes, a big importance on her batting, but really it is about her bowling in those moments. Because when you look around a side and you say the team's up and about and they've got everything to play for tonight, she's that character that says, come with me. And she's that inspiration, I think, that takes pressure off others as well and wants to do the job in big moments.
There's no doubt that second innings is going to get really nervy for New Zealand in particular. It's a knockout game for them. And Amelia Kerr has to stand up as the captain. She might bowl a little bit quicker, especially as the conditions become a bit cooler. She'll want to skip that ball on.
OK, well, let's talk about Izzy Sharp, who's not used to probably such a high-pressure situation. Katie Martin, what is your leaders saying to this young lady?
Hopefully hit straight against the left-arm spin. Look, she is such a talent. She's only a year into her play. But she's sort of that player that's been around cricket for a long period of time as a kid. She's from a town that has 1,400 people in Pleasant Point, so she's committed a lot of being in Christchurch. But is she that secret weapon for New Zealand to say, look, we're throwing something slightly different at you, England, and there's bravery about the way to go? Sell out here. And Laura, in our defence for New Zealand, didn't beat England or Australia in 24, so here's a chance for us.
Is this a good omen, though? Ebony Rainford Brent carrying out the trophy. The equation is simple. New Zealand must win to progress. We take a break, and when we come back, first ball.
A little hide, a little seek, a little smile, a little peek.
Take my heart, it's yours to steal. A little hide, a little seek, a little smile, a little peek. Whoa.
Start your story with hide and seek.
Mom, late. Aditi bought it. Bye-bye.
दो मिनट में विंडो बंद। माँ को बोलो जल्दी यूपीआई करें, नहीं तो कैश दो।
जब अतिथि कॉलेज खुद चूज कर सकती है तो यूपीआई खुद क्यों नहीं? शुरू करें अपने ग्रोन अप्स के लिए पॉकेट मनी और गूगल पे।
गूगल पे सब टिक है। Happy, happy, happy. India, Australia, South Africa. Happy, happy, happy. England, Sri Lanka, New Zealand. Happy, happy, happy. पूरा वर्ल्ड अब हो जाए happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy.
Choco chips से loaded. Parle happy, happy cookies. बन जा तू आग नजी तेरी ही सबकी तो आग नजी तेरी ही
Camp Energy, unstoppable.
For my home loan.
That's a funny story.
Ouch! What was that?
The Earthlings are playing cricket again, and one of them drank a Red Bull.
Well, Red Bull gives you wings.
Happy, happy, happy. India, Australia, South Africa. Happy, happy, happy. England, Sri Lanka, New Zealand. Happy, happy, happy. पूरा वर्ल्ड अब हो जाए happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy.
Choco chips से loaded. Parle happy, happy cookies.
Experience the best of Hollywood.
Avatar
in terms of its interest, in terms of the edge. You could sense it out there on the ground, particularly with New Zealand. Doesn't matter all that much to England, but it does to New Zealand. There was a real spring in the step when they found out that Ireland had won. Very, very important. Good crowd, expecting a sellout. They're coming in their numbers on this beautiful evening here, and they will enjoy watching England play and watch you. They are playing an excellent brand of cricket at the moment. And for New Zealand, there's an air of desperation about what they do. They have been far from at their best in this tournament. They will admit that. Anyone that knows that, because they are the playing through champions, haven't quite played like it. But they'll get inspiration from the flags being out, massive flags, and all the volunteers on force tonight here at the Oval. It is a beautiful sight, and we'll get plenty of beautiful sights for you throughout the evening, I am sure. We'll get a heck of a game of cricket as well. So let's make sure that we can introduce to you the match officials on this very important occasion. Jacqueline Williams and Gayatri Venugopalan from India will be the standing umpire. Salima Imtiaz will be the match referee, and G.S. Lashmi as well is officiating. Big scenes here. And there's just a breeze, as you can see from the smoke disappearing, just the slightest of breeze, which will ease, I think, the temperature out there for the players, in all honesty. Toddlers out there as well. What a really special moment for the youngsters. Some of their heroines out there. It's anthem time.
If you're able, for their
जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
सर ये नए लॉट पे भी सेम ही जीएसटी लगेगी?
अब फिक्र मत करके अभी गूगल जेमिनी से पता कर लेते हैं इन लाइटों को ऑनलाइन बेचने के लिए कितना जीएसटी लगेगा।
ये प्रोडक्ट ब्रास डेकोरेटिव लाइटिंग में आता है जिसकी जीएसटी 18% होनी चाहिए।
With the bowlers bringing all their experience, the spinners excellent, and Lauren Bell will hope to set the tone.
Just a breeze. That'll be interesting to see if that is any swing for England's new ball attack. And at the top of the order, we've seen New Zealand use Millie Kerr. I'm a big fan of your better players getting the most deliveries to show their wares. And Katie, that's the case tonight, and she wanted to bat first.
Yeah, she's got that sort of look in her eyes, Smithy, that you see from Millie Kerr. She's a big match player, and the challenge for her is going to be against Lauren Bell and Lindsay Smith. The left-arm ortho has been a bit of a problem for New Zealand. But Smithy, you just think about this occasion in a T20 World Cup, the defending champions, an opportunity that maybe didn't think that come their way in Ireland after their first ever victory in a T20 World Cup at a sellout crowd here at the Oval. It's just special.
Well, this is the biggest stage New Zealand have played on in this particular World Cup. It's a huge occasion, and it's also a big night for Charlie Dean, who's leading England, of course, and the team are having her on a wee bit in the background, which might show a little bit of their relaxed air about them, but I think when it comes to business, they'll be the same.
Well, they want to be ruthless. They do not want to give New Zealand anything here this evening in the build-up to the semi-final. This is effectively a knockout for the Kiwis. Big moment for them. Charlie Dean has led this side really well in the absence of Nat Sciver-Brunt. She's looked confident, and importantly, it hasn't affected her bowling either. She's been tough and ruthless and clinical, as have the rest of the team.
England have never lost on this ground, and New Zealand have never won, so I say that because records are made to be broken.
And I was interested by the toss decision as well. Millie Kerr opting to bat first on this surface. Traditionally, it has been a difficult ground to defend on here at the Oval, especially when the lights come on a little bit later, those cooler conditions, it will come on a little bit more. It is a lot of grass covering on that pitch at the moment, so imagine it will do a bit. But they have to make this count, New Zealand.
Yes, we're talking 160, 170. That's in 20 overs away. A good start will be the key to whatever foundation are able to put in this first power play. It hasn't been kind to them, to be honest, the power play situation. Millie Kerr, 85 innings under her belt, and Izzy Gaze at the other end, who has not had the happiest of
New Zealand
tournaments.
women win the toss and will bat first.
But tonight she can rectify that.
New Zealand played England in the lead up to this World Cup, so it's the best preparation you can have. Love this field already from Lindsay Smith. She's got the square leg up. Millie Kerr's been to Swiss from the sweep shot, which is a strength of hers. This is what England do. They have complementary opening bowlers that can swing it in from a spinner's perspective and swing it away. She's got plenty of experience playing domestic cricket at times. Lindsay Smith in New Zealand. Ian Smith, these are the cricket games you want to play
Absolutely.
in.
Privilege to talk about, privilege to watch when it's got this kind of edge about it. Two players out in this power play. A long on, deep mid-wicket. Let's get into this. This is crucial for New Zealand. They simply have to win to keep a semblance of a grasp on their title. This time there from Millie Kerr, who has had a problem hitting
Smith keeps it tight.
down the ground. She's tending to drag across a wee bit, as we saw there. So it's just something she will be no doubt working on. 4 inside the circle on the offside.
Very much started off as a left-arm swing bowler, Lindsay Smith.
Amelia
Kerr playing for Berkshire.
pace.
And then converted to spin, and she's been the go-to bowler for Charlotte Edwards in the last 12 months or so, opening the bowling.
The one thing England do really
Good
well is they
delivery from
attack
Lindsay
so
Smith.
much with that mid-wicket
Dot ball.
fielder in. When you look up as a batter and you've got Charlie Dean, your field covers so much
Ball.
space, you feel like you have to try and force it down the ground to try and go past it, which sometimes if it does hold up, get caught. They're going to make that change. They're so good at manipulating round. So there's the option for Miliku to plug it into that gap.
Really good bowling this. What a
Dot ball.
terrific, tidy start.
Defended back to the bowler.
Well, often players have got after her early. We saw India try and charge her, go into out.
Across the line, but into that space Katie Martin was talking
Single.
about to get New Zealand underway.
Isabella
But it's
Gaze
absolute
W
gold if
takes
you
a
can
comfortable single.
Start
Ground
an over
shot.
with a boundary. Sorry,
Ball.
without a boundary. Lindsay Smith has been so good that first over to just set the tone of an innings.
Sharp, outstanding last game. Powerful too. Divine. So they've got a couple of real strong punch hitters at 3 and 4. Sharp, the future. Divine, well, we'll see.
Dot
Really
ball.
good start. A tidy start. Just
Isabella
the one run
Gaze
from the
W
first
can't
over.
find the gap.
अच्छा सुनो भैया, आप एक बात बताओ कि आप सबको एसआईपी करने की एडवाइस क्यों देते हो?
क्योंकि एसआईपी
Isabella
यानी
Gaze W
सिस्टमैटिक
can't find the gap.
इन्वेस्टमेंट
Over
प्लान
complete.
जो एक छोटे अमाउंट से भी स्टार्ट किया जा सकता है। मल्टीपल गोल्स के लिए मल्टीपल एसआईपी हो सकते हैं। ये आप में इन्वेस्ट करने का डिसिप्लिन लाता है और कंपाउंडिंग इंटरेस्ट का मैजिक आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट को लॉन्ग टर्म में ग्रोथ भी दे सकता है।
वाह एसआईपी कुमार, सही है। म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार
New
जोखिमों के
bowler
अधीन
into
है।
attack.
योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
मंथ शुरू, सैलरी खत्म, कुछ अमीरों वाला दिखाओ।
Tap, talk, watch on Jio Hotstar.
Ball.
On the back of a brilliant one from Lindsay Smith.
There is a breeze. It's just talking about the conditions as you were there. There's a slight breeze. I won't say it's anything too much, but there's just enough that might help her get that ball to move away from the right-handers. And for that reason, Charlie Dean has a slip.
Well, they put a deep point out as well. Miliku is so strong there. With the fact they've got that slip and that short third in place and that fielder out, it encourages a batter to be able to hit forward and through the ball. Quite often, you can have a little look at that outside edge a bit more with the intention of hitting through it.
Dot ball.
They'll bowl full because if they've been watching
Lauren Bell
Miliku in
keeps
this
it tight.
tournament, she's been
No
twice
run.
caught at mid-on driving down the ground with
Dot ball.
a thick edge or a thick inside part of the bat.
England unchanged. And that
Ball.
Silverbrand still not fit, so Severe Dunkley retains her place at number 3. So much power in that middle order to come after the experience of Heather Knight. And then a bowling attack that have all contributed well.
Could get 2 here. These are generous
2
boundaries, particularly square of the wicket.
Sharp
There's
running earns 2
nice little
runs.
pockets where you can run 2s and maybe the odd 3.
Just what you were talking about, Ian Smith. What you want to look for is to be able to bowl full and encourage both Izzy Gaze and Miliku
Ball.
to hit down the ground. Just look at the lengths of all of these deliveries. Not in full control of their face or the bat. I straight away look at, and you've got a Sophie Eccleston, the left-hander, has actually moved wider at mid-on. So she's saying, okay, if you want to hit straight, I've got the opportunity to move left into my strong hand as well.
Too short,
In the air.
and that will be the first boundary. 1 bounce for, skids across the wicket
4
block.
runs. Driven through the covers for 4.
Yeah, loose delivery gets punished. Really Kerr would love a few more of those. Certainly a lot easier to hit square of the wicket there.
Not using the conditions at all. There's grass on this pitch, which means you need to bowl full. There's a breeze.
Ball.
You want the ball to swing. It can't swing from that length.
Just wonder, is it just slightly sitting in the wicket?
Dot ball.
Yeah, and because of that, that's
Good
why I
delivery
questioned the
from
decision
Lauren
at the toss,
Bell.
because I
Dot
think
ball.
it will skid on a little bit later on when it gets cooler and a bit more moisture on that surface.
Ball.
Be conducive to the seamers to get a bit of movement.
Gayatri Venugopalan from India. And, of course, the very recognisable Jacqueline Williams, who was standing in her 93rd. Needs no introduction, really. It'll be another boundary. It's a
4
very
runs.
fast outfield here at the Oval.
Boundary.
Terrific
What a shot.
2 off the back foot now.
Yeah, that too short again. She needs
4.
to get that ball pitched up a bit more, Lauren Bell. That's what's been so successful for her in the last 18 months or so. The length that she's bowled has been a lot fuller to allow it to swing. That's too short. Just waits on it beautifully, Mealy Kerr. And she has looked to play in the V a lot more in the last 12 months, Mealy Kerr. But just the pitches that we've seen across this World Cup, it has sat up a bit more.
Now then, a chance for Eccleston, who
Single.
fumbles. Pressure on at mid-on.
Quick single taken.
Mealy Kerr is in a mood tonight, it seems,
Over
and that's a
complete.
good over. 11 from it, 12 for none.
Yeah, you make a good point about it sticking in the pitch.
तेरे पीछे इस रॉकेट को मैं कैसे चलाऊंगी?
अभी लॉन्च करते बस प्रेस एंड आस्क गूगल जेमिनी इस एयर फ्रायर में इसको कुरकुरी कैसे बनाए।
ये बास्केट स्टाइल एयर फ्रायर है। भिंडी को 180 डिग्री पर रोस्ट
Quick
मोड में
single
पकाएं।
taken.
कुछ और सिंपल एयर फ्रायर रेसिपीज बताऊं?
हाँ, जमी नहीं
New
तो
bowler
जमेला
into attack.
India, Australia, South Africa. Happy, happy, happy. England, Sri Lanka, New Zealand.
Because faced 11 of the deliveries of the 12, but she is someone that likes to face strike as well. Be aware of that at the other end if you're Izzy Gaze.
I'm not sure she'll want
Dot ball.
Smith to dominate this over.
Amelia
Just one run from the
Kurtz
first
can't
one.
find the
So
gap.
how she's going to invent that against left arm spin since
Ball.
last year, 8 dismissals at 22.8, 108 strike rate. So for a world-class player, that's not what you want to see. Milestones tonight, Maddie Green, Susie Bates through the onside
Single.
for just a single.
Soft hands
Yeah,
and a
what's at
quick
stake
run.
tonight? Knockout game for New Zealand. If they win here, then they will progress. But if they don't, then we'll be
Ball.
saying goodbye to some veterans of New Zealand cricket. Susie Bates, Sophie Devine, Leah Tahuhu.
Push for 2.
Single.
It's awkwardly placed. No.
Easy one for the
says
batting
Mealy
side.
Kerr. We won't take the risk.
You've seen a lot of Danny Gibson, Ishiguro. I think she's one of the best
Ball.
fielders, if not the best fielder going around in world cricket at the moment. Someone that makes something happen because she can get off the boundary rope, she can cover a lot of ground. Some familiar and new faces to watch. New Zealand a little bit circumspect at the moment. I just feel like they're a side that goes, if you
Single.
can sort of
Quick single taken.
give yourself a chance in the last 5 overs. They focus so much around can it batter the top 4 or top 5 being in the last
Foul.
5 overs and give yourself a chance. Izzy Gaze is someone that's so good on the sweep shot. She's born as a hockey player, very strong wristy. And England have left open that reverse sweep, which has been her downfall a little bit. Nice cat and mouse here.
Off to the offside to access the onside.
4
Beautifully
runs.
executed.
Beautiful placement from Isabella Gaze.
Yeah, the gap was there. No boundaries off Smith till now. And she's
4.
played it beautifully. Just getting used to the pace of this wicket. Waited on it nicely.
Ball.
So talking about the proactiveness now, England have to change their field as well. Good bravery.
Down the ground for one more. A much better over from the bowling
Single.
of Smith from New Zealand's point of view.
Amelia
It's a nice start
Kurtz
now.
rotates
20 for
the
none
strike.
after 3.
Over complete.
अच्छा सुबह भैया आप एक बात बताओ ये आप सबको SIP करने की एडवाइस क्यों देते हो?
क्योंकि SIP यानी सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान, जो एक छोटे अमाउंट से भी स्टार्ट किया जा सकता है। मल्टीपल गोल्स के लिए मल्टीपल SIP हो सकते हैं। ये आप में इन्वेस्ट करने का डिसिप्लिन लाता है और
Amelia
कंपाउंडिंग
Third
इंटरेस्ट
C
का
rotates
मैजिक
new bowler
आपके
into attack.
इन्वेस्टमेंट को लॉन्ग टर्म में ग्रोथ भी दे सकता है।
वाह एसआईपी कुमार सही है। म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
मंथ शुरू तेरी खत्म, कुछ अमीरों वाला दिखाओ।
Tap. Player deep.
Ball.
Basically on square leg for that short pitch delivery, which necessitates point having to come up.
Now the matchup will tell
Good
you, and the
delivery
stats
from
will
Lauren
say
Bell.
that Izzy Gaze
Yorker.
prefers the away swinging delivery. So tuck her up, get that ball swinging back in. Lauren Bell going back to a natural shape
Ball.
back into the right-hander.
She's almost thinking, can I build 2 dot balls on her here? Go again, try and build a dot ball to force her to do something against the ball coming back when she does.
Dot ball. Isabella Gaze W beaten for pace.
Still a better
Ball.
length though. She wants that just there or just a meter fuller than that, just to get that ball shaping a bit more.
But ugly that from
Dot
Izzy
ball.
Gaze. You can see she's trying to force the issue.
Excellent bowling. Dot ball. Ball.
Crowd shots are always good when the house is pretty full, and it is tonight. And so it's packed to the gunnels, but it might be as they roll in after work.
And then they roll onto the football. Smithy?
I'm just looking around
Dot
the commentary
ball.
box, Ish, and I'm
Isabella
pretty
Gaze
confident.
W can't
oh, no,
find the
Nasa just
gap.
walked in. I'm pretty confident
Ball.
I was the only one alive when you last won it.
Close
Every
call.
4 years it's coming home, isn't it?
What brought your confidence down? Was it Nas strolling into the commentary box?
Ball.
Yeah, it never does wonders for my commentary. Backward point now, instead of a third as such. The New Zealand are forcing field changes here on Charlie Dean. She's had things pretty much her way so far as a stand-in captain. Pressure tonight maybe.
Single.
Just a little bit on the
Amelia
cross-batty
Third C
side as well from
rotates the
Izzy
strike.
Gaze.
Excellent bowling from Lauren
Excellent
Bell.
running between wickets.
Understood the matchup, understood where she needed to go. Just a single now. She has to
Ball.
close this over out. Bring it back after that first over. Getting into the mindset of Mealy Kerr. She's waited at the other end, seen all those dot balls. She's got one more ball here. Is she looking for a boundary?
Single.
She'll just nick the
Isabella
strike
Gaze
instead.
W. Over complete.
22 for no loss.
Over complete.
गूगल जेमिनी सिंगापुर की एक जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी आ गई है।
हमारे पास तो पासपोर्ट પણ નથી।
બહુ સરસ આધાર પેન તૈયાર રાખો અને તત્કાલમાં અપ્લાય કરો સિંગાપોર વિઝા અપ્લાય કરવાના સ્ટેપ્સ બતાવો
हाँ प्लीज बताओ।
Isabella Gaze W rotates the strike.
India, Australia, South Africa,
New bowler into attack.
England, Sri Lanka, New Zealand. Happy, happy, happy. पूरा world अब हो जाए happy, 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 happy.
Keep it together, hold it together.
Ball.
Like this, England have put that mid-wicket back in. Are they saying to force Mealy Kerr to hit it on the offside? That's one thing they do
Dot
well.
ball.
They keep extra gaps between their fielders on the
Straight to the
offside. No, New
fielder.
Zealand's
No
not
run.
as strong at hitting through. They kept that point
Ball.
really straight and backward point as well.
And they also have extra cover up closer. So hit behind square for 4. It's easy
runs.
for Mealy Kerr.
No
Effortless.
chance for the fielder. 4.
Yeah, she wants to attack
Ground
early in
shot.
this over. Final over for Lindsay Smith in this power play. And they haven't been able to get after her.
Ball.
So this will just make her think a little bit more.
It's an interesting shot. I think she's talking to Amelia Kerr, saying you've been caught trying to hit down that mid-wicket fielder straight. She'd have just got to hit it hard in front of square. Made that adjustment with her wrists.
Placement
Single.
again good, but just the single.
Worked into the leg side for 1.
I think there's something about a captain that walks out, decides, you know what, we think our best option to win in this game is having a bat first. And the way that Amelia Kerr,
Ball.
well, she's hogging the strike, which most great batters do. Not looking at Nasser. But she's been dominant in her play so far.
Beautifully weighted. That's a lovely shot from
4
Izzy
runs.
Gaze. That'll do the confidence. The world
Cracking
of good.
shot through the covers.
Classy.
Ground shot.
First bad ball for Lindsay Smith, and it deserved the treatment. Perhaps just thrown off her length from the boundary before, although a different batter on strike. Just looking to go a little bit fuller. Again, a sign of a batter that is feeling relaxed out there because she waited on it.
Single. Good running between the wickets.
So Smith will bowl 3 straight.
Ball.
Might even bowl 4 straight, we'll see. Charlie then does have a number of options, particularly spin bowlers up her sleeve. Impressive. Izzy Sharp in the last game really was a match winner. The gap here, but
2 runs.
will Izzy Gaze come back? Yes, she
Amelia
will.
Kerr comes back
Good
for the
running
second.
from New Zealand. In fact, the first 5 overs
Excellent running
have
between
been
wickets.
probably their best. 34 for none.
Over complete.
मम्मा बस
परसों तू 2 महीने के लिए जा रही है। आज मैं तुझे खिला कर ही रहूंगी।
आंटी ने मारा इमोशनल सिक्सर।
बस प्रेस एंड आस्क गूगल जेमिनी मम्मी के हाथ का संडे ब्रेकफास्ट खाऊंगी तो डाइट विल गो फॉर अ टॉस। व्हाट टू डू?
पराठा कार्ब हैवी है, प्रोटीन ऐड करें और लड्डू को फ्रूट योगर्ट से रिप्लेस करें। डिनर के लिए बैलेंस्ड प्लान दूं?
Yes, please.
Amelia Kerr comes back for the second.
A little seek, a little smile, a
New
little
bowler
peek.
into attack.
Take my heart, it's yours to steal. A little hide, a little seek, a little smile, a little peek.
Start your story with hide and seek.
Ball.
Slapped out
Single.
to the onside. We've seen some really good shots.
Amelia Kerr
from New Zealand
takes a
that
comfortable
have
single.
arrived, Nasser Hussain, with a lot of intent.
Ball.
Pressure only on one team, but great response, 35 for no loss.
Well, and you're going to feel they need to play with that intent because this is generally a very good one-day pitch. More intent. Opens up
4
the
runs.
offside. Just gave herself a bit
Beautiful
of room there,
timing,
Amelia
and that's a
Kerr.
boundary. Ground
And
shot.
actually, as a bowler here at the Oval, because of that extra carry and the pace that you get out of the pitch, you can get a little bit happy-go-lucky with that length. That's pretty full, but she's able just to bounce completely. She loves playing it through that offside
Ball.
as well. Pure timing there.
Dot ball. Defended back to the bowler. Ball.
Passed over the power play. So they're keeping everyone up on the offside and their 2 fielders are out leg side, sweeping. Scoop, really good scoop. There is a fine leg, but it will kick on and go to the boundary.
4 runs.
Yeah,
4.
really clever
Time
stuff
to
from
perfection.
Amelia Kerr.
In the
Little
air.
smile there as well. She realised that
In
that
the
fine
air.
leg was wide because there is that pace in this pitch. What she did so well, she made sure she was nice and still at the point of contact. She got completely front on
4.
to that delivery. Just helped it round the corner. Amelia Kerr looks like she's in the mood tonight.
Yeah, and the New Zealand
Ball.
captain will put pressure on England's stand-in captain, Charlie Dean. Dragged down,
Single.
misses out on that occasion.
Easy one for the batting
This is
side.
just the perfect preparation for a big semi-final. On this ground it will
Ball.
be big crowd in. This is exactly what England need leading up to that big game, to be tested. And Neely Kerr's going to make sure she tests them in every way. Short of runs in the bilateral series against England, shorter runs in this tournament. What a time to come good. Ow, did she get anything on that?
Danielle Gibson keeps it
Power
tight.
play done,
Over
44
complete.
for none.
Any contact? No.
अच्छा सुबह भैया, आप एक बात बताओ, ये आप सबको SIP करने की एडवाइस क्यों देते हो?
क्योंकि SIP यानी सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टमेंट
Drinks
प्लान,
break.
जो एक छोटे अमाउंट से भी स्टार्ट किया जा सकता है। मल्टीपल गोल्स के लिए मल्टीपल SIP हो सकते हैं। ये आप में इन्वेस्ट करने का डिसिप्लिन लाता है और कंपाउंडिंग इंटरेस्ट का मैजिक आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट को लॉन्ग टर्म में ग्रोथ भी दे सकता है।
वाह SIP कुमार, सही है। म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
अरे बंद हो जाओ, फ्लाइट मिस हो जाएगी। आ रहे मैंने वो पैक कर दिया, सिर्फ 23 kg लाऊं है।
ब्रो, गूगल जेमिनी है ना। 1 महीने का UK ट्रिप है, 3-4 किलो कम कैसे करूं?
वेदर के हिसाब से वाटरप्रूफ कोट रखिए और बाकी 2 हैवी कोट्स निकाल दीजिए। बैक लुक से स्टाइलिंग आइडिया।
The order. She's looking in real good touch as well. Just use those angles, use the pace of the wicket. It's pretty calm too.
And not a lot of risk. This is the last ball. Definitely an opportunity there. Got a good side of it as well. Yeah, plenty of contact. I've got to say, Tash and Nass, I love the cat and mouse game inside those first 6 overs between bowler and batter. It's really important, and what we've seen here from New Zealand is they weren't one-dimensional in any way. They didn't favour just hitting across the line, something they've been criticised about in this tournament. But using those angles wisely, and even that reverse scoop there, that's a really important shot to be able to manipulate the captain of England.
Yeah, and they played Lindsay Smith a lot better in the 3-game bilateral series. They just could not get Lindsay Smith away in the power play, and they got out to her as well.
New bowler into attack.
3 overs for 21, so the economy's good, and they didn't get out to her, so that is a good start.
Danielle Gibson keeps it tight.
And also Smith
No
has
run.
bowled 3 in the power play, which is not what they often do. Charlie Dean has been coming in the power play of late. They've been holding Eccleston back.
Yeah, I thought New Zealand played
Ball.
Smith really well. And it looked like they went for a concerted effort to try and sweep her. Actually, Neely Kerr tried to sweep her in that series before this World Cup and got out to one of those sweeps. But actually, she feels that that is the best option to Smith. So it's really clear in what the plan was. And today she did execute that. Really good thinking from New Zealand and the skipper.
And this is the new thinking for England. The moment you get out of that power play and into this phase, Eccleston comes into the attack.
Dot ball. Amelia
Yeah,
Curtsey
Sophie Exton,
beaten for
she's-
pace.
Feels
Ball.
like she's getting back to her best. 8 wickets in the tournament so far. She took a little bit of tap actually in the power play in the first couple of games. So now predominantly Charlie Dean is using her in these middle overs.
Single.
And actually
Worked
just
into the
feels
leg
that
side
she's
for one.
enjoying her cricket again. I think she has had a tough
Ball.
couple of years. She's slightly dropped off on form and there's a few areas off the pitch as well. She looks like she's worked on her fitness, her fielding, but also she's back to her best with the ball in hand.
Single. Soft hands and a quick run.
What she has got is a
Ball.
generous size boundary. Smith talked about that at the pitch report in the morning, in the afternoon here, and 70 metres, it's quite solid. Yeah, plenty of contact.
Dot ball.
I reckon I've watched in this tournament maybe 30 occasions where players have tried to play that little scoop shot, and it's never looked comfortable. Down in Hampshire, or up in Leeds, a bit the same. Manchester, here for the first time, actually felt like the shot was a lot easier.
Single.
Yeah, it's
Easy
a really
one
good
for the
shot
batting
at this
side.
ground. I've played at this ground for Surrey, and actually our batters did always feel that that shot was on, even if the bowlers were going to pace off, even against the spinners, because how much pace there is in the pitch and how quick the outfield is. Everything seems to go finer here.
Reverse doesn't get through at all. 47 for none
Isabella
after
Gaze
7.
W can't find the gap. Over complete.
मम्मा बस परसों तू 2 महीने के लिए जा रही है। आज मैं तुझे खिला कर ही रहूंगी।
आंटी ने मारा इमोशनल सिक्सर।
बस प्रेस एंड आस्क गूगल जेमिनी मम्मी के हाथ का संडे ब्रेकफास्ट खाऊंगी तो डाइट विल गो फॉर अ टॉस। व्हाट टू डू?
पराठा कार्ब हैवी है, प्रोटीन ऐड करें और लड्डू को फ्रूट योगर्ट से रिप्लेस करें। डिनर के लिए
Isabella
बैलेंस
Gaze
प्लान
W can't find the gap. New bowler into attack.
A little seek, a little smile, a little peek.
Take my heart, it's yours to steal. A little hide, a little seek, a little smile, a little peek.
Start your story with hide and seek.
They're coming in on the tube on the Northern Line.
Ball.
There are a load of England fans coming in, very excited about watching this team. And all the better now it's a live game for New Zealand as well. Captain into the attack, and first
4
ball has
runs.
been belted over mid-off.
Team 50 completed.
50 up, 50 partnership from Kerr and Gaze.
Yeah, captain versus captain. Amelia Kerr wanted to make sure she threw the first punch. That was an excellent shot. She loves playing through that extra cover region. Charlie Dean trying to give it a bit of air.
Ball.
She has been so consistent at honing in on those stumps. Just a bit of width there.
Two runs. Excellent running.
Rush
2
back
runs
for
completed.
2. And I said this is a live game now
Ground
for New
shot.
Zealand. They would all been cheering on all of Prendergast and Ireland. What a couple of days it's been for Ireland cricket.
Ball.
The men yesterday, the women today. 21 games in a row they lost. So on the 22nd occasion, they got over the line. Brilliant. Great
Dot
scenes.
ball. Amelia Kerr C can't find the gap.
What a lifeline as well for New Zealand. That would have been absolutely done
Ball.
and dusted. The West Indies winning, but it's opened it up nicely.
It has done,
Single.
but I did the toss out there with Mealy Kerr.
Easy
She
one
came
for
out
the
and she's
batting side.
incredibly relaxed. I noted how relaxed she was. It
Ball.
wasn't like it put pressure on her side or herself. She was talking about the men's test match that's going on at Trent Bridge and what she was going to do at the toss, and she was really, really calm at the toss, and that's transferred into her batting.
Dot ball.
So now,
Watchfully played.
all of the West
No
Indian
run.
cricketers and fans will be cheering on England.
Ball.
It's a good observation. You do pick up those things, the body language, especially the captain, because it really has that healthy effect on the group if they're able to just secure a good confident start, which they have, punished down the ground.
Single. Easy one for the batting side.
55 for none.
Over complete.
अच्छा सुबह भैया आप एक बात बताओ कि आप सबको एसआईपी करने की एडवाइस क्यों देते हो?
क्योंकि एसआईपी यानी सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान, जो एक छोटे अमाउंट से भी स्टार्ट किया जा सकता है। मल्टीपल गोल्स के लिए मल्टीपल
one for the batting
एसआईपी हो
side.
सकते हैं।
New bowler
ये आप
into
में
attack.
इन्वेस्ट करने का डिसिप्लिन लाता है, और कंपाउंडिंग इंटरेस्ट का मैजिक आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट को लॉन्ग टर्म में ग्रोथ भी दे सकता है।
वाह एसआईपी कुमार सही है। म्यूचुअल फंड सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से
The Oval on Tuesday afternoon, the second
Ball.
one same venue on Thursday evening, and Sunday 3:30 p.m. the final. Again
Black ball.
finds the fielder, she can't get it through.
Watchfully played. No run.
The other thing I was thinking,
Ball.
just to continue that point, is that you've now got a definite position. Had New Zealand have been in a different position there, it still would have been waiting on results and different things. Now they absolutely know they have to get there.
Dot ball. Isabella Gay's W
And clarity in
can't find the
T20
gap.
cricket is almost the most
Ball.
important element of mindset. As soon as you've got a distracted mind in T20 cricket, it all seems to come at you so quickly, the pace of the game. Once you've got a little target, and they'll be thinking about that right now, 55 for no loss.
Up and over, toe end
Ground
of the bat,
shot.
long off, does well.
Good running as well. Running hard
2
in the second,
runs.
it's excellent. That
Placed nicely
often
for a
tells you a lot
couple.
about the tempo, the way that New Zealand are operating. So far in the tournament, it's been in the 170s, first innings totals. This is across venues, of course.
Ball.
Average winning score has been in that 150 zone. So at the moment, current run rate.
Now, something on that. They're appealing for everything here. LBW caught. And they will check everything if they
Review
review.
taken.
And that's
Bowling
what the
team.
debate is here. There wasn't a lot of conversation in there. They all looked away. No one wanted to make the decision. Charlie Dean did.
We have a review for caught behind. Original decision is not out. I have checked the feed. It's a fair delivery. Looking at split screen now. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Keep rolling.
Ultra edge checking.
Keep rolling. Keep rolling, keep rolling. Bat is close to the ball. To check ultra edge, please. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. Flat line. Flat line. Flat line. Keep rolling. Keep rolling. The ball hits the arm. So no bat involved. Satisfied. You have ball tracking, please. Pitching outside off, impact in line. Wickets missing. Jackie, you have to
Review
stay with
lost.
your original decision, not out.
Yeah, you could tell in the huddle that England weren't overly
ball.
convinced. It didn't sound like a noise off
Straight
the
to the
glove.
fielder.
Then they said,
No
well,
run.
maybe we'll check LBW, but the height
Ball.
of Eccleston there, the bounce of Eccleston and the oval pitch working against England. Down the ground again, and it's going to be Capsey again.
Single. Amelia Kurtz take ball.
I did find that interesting, actually. Amy Jones didn't even say a word there when they were deciding whether to go up for the review. I think your keeper in that situation is so important, just to be decisive. Didn't even look like she had any comment on that. Something that they might have to look to going forward with the new stand-in skipper of Charlie Dean.
Again,
Single.
Capsey involved, but good from Eccleston.
Worked into the leg side for 1.
2 overs for 7,
Over
59
complete.
for none.
अच्छा सुबह भैया आप एक बात बताओ ये आप सबको एसआईपी करने की एडवाइस क्यों देते हो?
क्योंकि एसआईपी यानी सिस्टमैटिक इन्वेस्टमेंट प्लान जो एक छोटे अमाउंट से भी स्टार्ट किया जा सकता है। मल्टीपल गोल्स के लिए मल्टीपल एसआईपी इन्वेस्ट करने का डिसिप्लिन लाता है और कंपाउंडिंग इंटरेस्ट का मैजिक आपके इन्वेस्टमेंट को लॉन्ग टर्म में ग्रोथ
Worked
भी दे
into the
सकता
leg
है।
side for 1.
एसआईपी कुमार सही है। म्यूचुअल फंड
Move
सही
over
है।
into attack.
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
अंधेरे में एक धक धक होता है, कुछ ब्रेव दिखाओ।
Tap Talk Watch on Jio Hotstar.
Game. When should she be coming in next is my point. I would love it if I was England captain and Sophie Devine was sitting there for 14, 15 overs. Lands safely.
In the air.
Impact players are really...
Single.
They're the business in
Isabella
T20
Gay's
cricket.
W rotates the strike.
But at the moment, they're ticking along really nicely here.
Ball.
6.5 and over. That's going to get them to that point. If they stay in this position now for the next 2 or 3 overs, I think that's the time, the perfect time, when she can come in with a power game and start to blast away. Because you have to be up in the top end of that projected scores against England, who are, like Australia, very powerful with the bat.
Edged.
4 runs.
And that will help Gaze, because you look at her
Driven
strike
through the
rate, she's
covers
18
before.
from 22 before that. And she's been searching for boundaries. She finds
4.
one off the edge.
Yeah, I was just about to say as well, Izzy Gaze just needs to make sure she gets a move on here in these next. You were saying is that on the bench, don't want to keep her
Ball.
waiting for too long. You feel for the bowler there. You just feel that Freya Kemp pitched it exactly where she wants to, over the wicket. Fielder's on the leg side. She wants to keep it really tight to the stumps, just a little unlucky there.
Shot. The first one
4
had a little bit of
runs.
luck. That didn't.
Driven
That
through
was
the covers
perfect
before.
placement and power from Gaze.
Yeah, the mindset here now for
4.
New Zealand after this start is that they can start to really release the shackles. You got the confidence of 10 wickets back in the hutch. Got some power hitters to come. Just release
Ball.
that tension. You've done your hard work now. It's time to cash in.
Fine legs up, so there is the option of the scoop. Fine leg, third up, and there is a bit of pace and bounce on this surface, so there may be enough pace to get it over. And in the air, Eccleston
In the
can't
air.
turn. She should have turned,
2
but she
runs.
didn't.
Excellent running. 2 runs completed.
Yeah, Eccleston dropped a catch in the
Ball.
last game against the West Indies. And England, there's been a lot of chat about their fielding. No, didn't get on her skates. You see there, she didn't actually turn at all. She tried to track back. In that situation, you want to turn your body, run backward, find the ball again.
Good slower ball. Cutter.
Dot ball.
Actually, in the
Straight
last
to the
World Cup,
fielder.
we've seen
No
New Zealand
run.
won that one, reigning champions. What they did well, they didn't score very quickly in the power play, but actually they lost so few wickets in that power play. So it almost feels like they're going back to that blueprint of trying to save wickets come the latter stages of the innings, and then they can
Ball.
accelerate with the firepower that they have with Sophie Devine. Just something that they may have chatted about before this game.
Long on in play, this should
In
be
the air.
taken. It is Capsey, very safe
Out.
hand. She's caught well in this
Done.
tournament.
Freya Kemp gets the reward.
Kemp and England have their first
dropped.
wicket, and they needed it.
Huge smiles for Alice Capsey. This
Brilliant
is her home.
catch.
Her cricket has been excellent in the field. She has really worked hard on her fitness and her fielding. Didn't quite pick the slower ball there, Izzy Gaze. And a simple catch for Alice Capsey under pressure. Partnership building between these two, and a nice little celebration from Freya Kemp. She might have to work on that one going forward. Izzy Gaze goes for 28, it's 70 for 1.
अब हम यूके होंगे तब इन पौधों का क्या होगा?
एक महीना इनको पानी देने वाला कोई नहीं है। What to do?
नीचे रखी प्लास्टिक बोतल में छोटे छेद करके मिट्टी में
Over
गाड़ें।
complete.
धीरे धीरे पानी मिलता रहेगा। छोटे वाले के लिए सही धूप की जगह बताओ।
हाँ जी बताओ जी।
India, Australia, South Africa. Happy, happy, happy. England, Sri Lanka, New Zealand. Happy, happy, happy. पूरा world अब हो जाए. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, happy.
Choco chips se
New
loaded.
batter
Parle
arrives.
happy, happy cookies.
Win this game, they stay around. And the last time we see Sophie Devine in a New Zealand cricket shirt.
Ball.
Game set up, 70 for 1 after 10 overs. Got her! England strike twice in 2 overs.
Out. Out. Amelia Kirksey departs.
Well, that's the momentum that you don't want for New Zealand. Amelia Kerr was set, maybe the only batter really to find some rhythm on this, and you really got to question the shot selection there. You want to build a mini partnership. You can see the thinking. She just really misread everything on the shot. This is a big moment there for England. 2 wickets back to back.
Amelia Kerr departs for 42 off 34. It's 70 for 2.
New batter arrives.
गूगल जेमिनी कल्ले पर बैठे बैठे थक गया हूँ जीरो इन्वेस्टमेंट लाइन फैशन का स्टार्टअप कैसे शुरू करूँ
कस्टम टी शर्ट प्रिंटिंग मॉडल बेस्ट है स्ट्रीट वेयर काफी ट्रेंड में है सोर्सिंग के लिए सप्लायर्स की लिस्ट दे दूं
हाँ जी दे दो
A little hide, a little seek, a little smile, a little peek.
Take my heart,
It's yours to steal.
a little hide,
A little seek, a little smile, a little peek.
Touch, plays with freedom.
Ball.
Bit of momentum shift here at the Oval, Katie Martin.
Watchfully played.
Yeah, you felt that
no
10th
run.
over was a key over. Freya Kemp in her first over. You could see that Izzy Gaze was going after it. Still plenty of time still in this innings for New Zealand to go back-to-back wickets. Ideal for England, allows them to have control. Most importantly, it's just then those dot balls that get created from that. Just got way outside the line, Millie Kurt.
And again, getting through them. Danny
Izzy Sharp is
Gibson.
dismissed.
What a moment for her. 2 in 3 balls.
Ball.
How much difference has she made to this England lineup, Danny Gibson? Her back bowling, the all-round ability, predominantly bowls through the middle because she has nice cutters. Just didn't get up as much as maybe Sharp had thought. Got tall on the shot, the inside edge, just there. Lower, skid through. Gee, she's a game changer, isn't she, Danny Gibson? An important bowling change. Izzy Sharp gone for a duck. New Zealand now
New
70
batter
for 3.
arrives.
गूगल जेमिनी सिंगापुर की एक जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी આવી છે
हमारे पास तो पासपोर्ट पर નથી
બહુ સરસ આધાર પેન તૈયાર રાખો અને તત્કાલમાં અપ્લાય કરો સિંગાપોર વિઝા અપ્લાય કરવાના સ્ટેપ્સ बताओ
हाँ प्लीज बताओ
happy, happy, happy. India, Australia, South Africa. Happy, happy, happy. England, Sri Lanka, New Zealand. Happy, happy, happy. पूरा world अब हो जाए. Happy, happy, happy.
Choco chips से loaded. Parle Happy Happy cookies.
Assistant performer in this New Zealand lineup. Equal most runs coming into this game.
He should good contribution in the last to go a little bit wider to encourage you to that big gap in mid.
Short ball first up. That would have been in her
Soft hands
mouth.
and a quick run.
But she played it well in the end.
Single taken.
Well, she's here because of this. I love that Danny Gibson has been keeping the ball so tight to that stump and just rolling those fingers in, got that inside edge, a little bit of nip off the surface. That's what you've got to do at the Oval. You can bowl and come through like the M25 unless you use those small, smart change-ups.
Ball.
We still haven't seen Devine face a ball. We're into the 11th over.
Well, they have to rebuild, but they have to keep that momentum going as well. That over, that particular score has gone from 177.
Single. Good running between the wickets.
Yeah, this is the start. Drilled down the ground. There's a lot of pressure built then, and then Millie Kerr, who maybe should have thought about rebuilding a partnership, just exposed the stumps, and then brilliant from Gibson.
2
Call
runs.
of 2.
Good effort in the deep saves the boundary.
Devine's pushing, head down. Just in.
Over complete.
End of the over, it's 74 for 3.
मम्मा बस
परसों तू 2 महीने के लिए जा रही है, आज मैं तुझे खिला कर ही रहूंगी।
आंटी ने मारा इमोशनल सिक्सर।
बस प्रेस एंड आस्क गूगल जेमिनी मम्मी के हाथ का संडे ब्रेकफास्ट खाऊंगी तो डाइट विल गो फॉर अ टॉस। व्हाट टू डू?
पराठा कार्ब हेवी है, प्रोटीन ऐड करें और लड्डू को फ्रूट योगर्ट से रिप्लेस करें। डिनर के लिए बैलेंस्ड प्लान दूं?
यस प्लीज।
New bowler into attack.
Genius is finding happiness in the happiness of others. Parle-G. G for genius.
We said at the start of this innings, 180 on this surface, Ebony. There's a par score.
Ball.
As the skipper's
Ball.
into her work.
Sophie Devine can't
Sophie
find
Devine,
the gap.
we know how destructive she can be.
Ball.
If she hangs around for 9 overs, they will get there.
Yeah, she's got a good mentality around picking her bowlers and knowing in the last few overs she's there, New Zealand can put on a score. I like this from Charlie Dean. Will she look to push it wider if Sophie uses her feet? It's also that matchup to Brooke Halliday, who has her struggles against off spin, been out I think a couple of times in the lead up to this as well against Charlie Dean.
For me, I think it's a bit criminal here that Devine is really only getting an opportunity here in the 12th over.
Ball.
England will have a fear factor. They played in a recent series. England had New Zealand 4 down and she came out and absolutely smoked it. And she's the sort of player that you feel needs at least 12 overs to impact the game. I wonder if you could have considered opening with her.
England have got third and point covered for that reverse sweep. What line is she going to go for here?
Ball. Watchfully
It's
played.
an ongoing discussion
No
I
run.
think Sophie Devine's dealt with over the last period is should she open, should she bat in the middle? But for New Zealand, it's about extending that batting order and having that power at the end.
It's a knockout game. One chance.
Nicely played. Plugs a little bit, but she'll fetch 4 for it.
Yeah, that's really nicely played there. What I like is how she held her shape. Dean coming around the wicket and that angle in, and she just
the field and races
really
away.
picked that gap, hands through the line, ensuring she's got that balance and power. Yeah, brilliant.
Single. Worked into the leg
I
ball.
think England do well. They almost just hold their bat and run as they're running between the wickets. They're so good at just being able to manipulate and pinch strike.
Uses a sweep a lot more than Sophie Devine. That's why she's so good against spin. She has so many different options. This is out. That was the boundary ball. End of the over. 80 for 3.
Over complete.
Everybody has a different game. Everyone has a different aim. One size fits all cannot be right. Everybody needs a plan that's right. The world is loud with tips and trends. Wrong or right, who's to blame?
Watchfully played. No run.
Personalized with wellness partners by your side. Get the right plans and advice.
For the right nutrition, get guidance
attack.
with wellness partners personalized just for you.
Everybody has a different game.
तेरे पीछे इस रॉकेट को मैं कैसे चलाऊंगी?
अभी लॉन्च करते बस प्रेस एंड आस्क गूगल जेमिनी इस एयर फ्रायर में इसको कुरकुरी कैसे बनाए?
ये बास्केट स्टाइल एयर फ्रायर है। भिंडी को 180 डिग्री
Even being celebrated there, 7,000 plus islands in the Philippines. What a great place to play cricket.